Okay, we're good.
All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending. Welcome to the November 17th Kingsport Board of Education meeting. If we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Kings Park Board of Education. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded. And we will start with student recognition. Dr. Egan.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm excited that we can have some student recognition again. It's going to be a little different because obviously we're doing it virtually. And we have 4 students from the high school that we're going to recognize this evening. So I'm going to ask Mr. Huntsman if he could please unmute and introduce them for us. That'd be great.
Thank you very much, Dr. Egan, the Board of Ed, and all the community members that are here tonight. It does feel absolutely wonderful to be able to do something that we don't get to do very often, is be able to highlight some of the hard work and successes that our students have had. With so many challenges going on, it's nice to take a few minutes to acknowledge our students. So first up, I would like to recognize Weslyn Kai. So officials at the National Merit Scholarship Corporation recently announced the names of approximately 16,000 semifinalists in the 66th annual National Merit Scholarship Program. These academically talented high school seniors have an opportunity to continue in the competition for some 7,600 national merit scholarships worth more than $30 million. We are extremely proud to announce that Kings Park High School senior Weslyn Kai has been selected as a semifinalist from a pool of currently over 1.5 million students in more than 21,000 high schools. We at Kings Park High School would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Weslyn along with her family for this recognition, and we wish her all of the best in all of her future endeavors. If Weslyn's here, I would just say congratulations to Weslyn. We also have 2 commended students within our 2021 National Merit Scholarship Program. So I would like to, before I read it, I will say the students' names. First, Zachary Kant and Ryan Menier. So about 34,000 commended students throughout the nation are being recognized for their exceptional academic promise. Although they will not continue in the 2021 competition for the National Merit Scholarship Awards, commended students place among the top 50,000 scorers of more than, again, 1.5 million students who entered the 2020 competition by taking the 2019 SAT National Merit Scholarship qualifying test. These students represent a valuable national resource, recognizing their accomplishments as well as the key role their school plays in the academic development. It is vital to the advancement of our educational excellence in our nation. We at Kings Park High School would like to take this opportunity to once again congratulate Zachary Kant and Ryan Menier, along with their families, for this tremendous recognition. And we wish them all the best in their future endeavors. Congratulations to our 2 National Merit commended students. Again, each year when I talk about how many students it's out of, again, 1.5 million students, and that's the top 50,000. So it's an extremely impressive group. Speaking of extremely impressive, we also have an NYSSMA All-State participant and All-State music selection. So the All-State selection process begins with the solo being evaluated by NYSSMA certified All-State adjudicators. These all-state adjudicators are responsible for evaluating every all-state solo of the same instrument or voice. At the conclusion of the festival, the all-state adjudicators created a rank order of proficiencies of all the students being recommended. We are ecstatic to report that Kings Park High School will be represented by Alexa Grimley in this year's festival. We are so proud of her and our music department at Kings Park High School. Congratulations to Alexa and her family. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity for us to recognize some of our students. I look forward to continuing to do this at upcoming meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hutzman, and congratulations to Wesley, Zachary, Ryan, and Alexa. We are so proud of all of you, and you certainly help Kings Park to shine. Thank you for everything that you do. We are going to move on to a presentation by community organizations. Dr. Egan.
Okay, a few years ago, the board began inviting our various community organizations to come to a board meeting, tell us a little bit about their membership, their mission, and their goals. And we wanted very much to continue this for 2020. We have 4 of our community groups that have come forward and asked for a few minutes of mic time, again, to tell us a little bit about their membership, their mission, and their goals. The first group that we have is the Comac Kings Park Rotary Club, and we have their president with us tonight, Stephanie. So Stephanie, if you want to unmute yourself and you can tell us a little bit about Comac Kings Park Rotary.
Thank you, Dr. Egan, the Board of Ed, and community members for allowing me this time to speak. My name is Stephanie Danayev, and I'm the president of the Comac Kings Park Rotary Club. Each year, the president selects a goal, and this year, my goal was to make the club more family-focused and to increase the engagement in the community. Some of you might know about some of our projects. One of our projects that we've been doing every year is the dictionary project for 3rd graders. While it didn't go as planned last year, we were luckily able to give the dictionaries to the 4th graders this year to make up for the fact that they didn't get it last year. We also do the Student of the Year for the 8th graders. We helped start the Healing Garden, which is now managed by the Kings Park High School Interact. We did a fundraiser for Protect the Bluffs, and we're currently working with the town of Smithtown to create a plan to help with the erosion at the Kings Park Bluffs. We're doing a Coats for Kids project for the first time this year. And on Friday, we're stopping by Kings Park High School and we're dropping off over 50 coats to donate to students that need brand new coats. For me, working with the community and especially working with families is so important. Rotary had an image where originally it was business leaders, but Rotary has changed over the years and it really encourages a lot of community involvement. So this year, I propose that we started a family membership. What's different about this is you're able to join as a family. While our meetings were traditionally Tuesdays for lunch, this satellite club is going to be more flexible. It's able to meet on the weekends, and all the community service projects will be geared towards things that can be done as a family. We're looking to do food drives. We're looking to do wrapping projects for homeless veterans. And we're looking to create letters for people in nursing homes that might not be getting, especially now, the type of engagement that they were getting before. If we could set up a pen pal program, that will really help them out. In addition, I spoke to our district governor about trying to partner with clubs around the world. So this way, anyone who joins could actually be a pen pal with club members in Rotary clubs around the world and really get that exposure to what's happening internationally. So I'm hoping that you guys would like to join because as you see, we do a lot within the community, but we're also looking to try and connect with the rest of the world and really branch out and provide a nice opportunity for the families here in Kings Park. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. We really appreciate the support and the generosity of the Comac Kings Park Rotary Club. Not everybody might be aware, but I'm also a proud Rotarian and just super proud to be able to serve with these individuals, and they're so supportive of the schools and we really appreciate it. The second group that we have joining us here tonight are the KP Music Boosters. And I see we have Francesca Riley with us tonight. Francesca?
Hi, I'm here. Hi, thank you, Dr. Egan. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Egan and the Board of Education members for inviting Kings Park High School Music Boosters here to speak. My name is Francesca Riley, and I am the president of the Music Boosters. Our mission is to advocate for the Kings Park Music Program. It's our goal to support our dedicated and passionate teachers and enrich the music program for our students. We are a devoted group made up of parents, grandparents, and community members. Some of our members had children in the music program in years past, but still return year after year, long after their child has graduated. They continue to volunteer their time to ensure our students have the best music experience in their school years. We meet monthly to organize and prepare for events. Before COVID, we began our work in the summer when we would serve our students lunch during band camp week. Then in the fall, you'll typically find us cheering the players during the football games and our awesome marching band during the halftime shows. Although it's been canceled this year, our marching band proudly represents Kings Park at the annual Newsday Marching Band Festival in Uniondale. We boosters are a fun-loving and energetic bunch. Hopefully soon, you'll find us at concerts, musicals, and performances to sell tickets and fundraise. Raising funds is a key role for us. With the money we've raised, we've been able to provide items for students from RJO all the way through the high school. At the beginning of the pandemic, when the musical was canceled, we initiated a dollar-for-dollar match donation drive for Long Island Cares, and we were able to donate over $1,500 to this worthy charity. This past June, we were able to award 6 scholarships to graduating seniors. We strive to be an all-inclusive group. Our efforts are for the betterment of our students in the music program, but we jump at the chance to help all students whenever possible. Music is an immensely powerful medium, and it can play an important part in our younger generation's lives. It can increase self-esteem and promote the development of their social and leadership skills. It can greatly contribute to their intellectual development as well. We are fortunate to have educators in our school district who love their love of music and teaching, instill in our children the importance of this lifelong appreciation of the arts. They learn about diligence and dedication to learning. Many vocalists and musicians choose to be evaluated one-to-one by a master musician. They are held to a strict statewide standard, and we often meet or exceed expectations as evidenced by our continued recognition at the county, state, and national level, like our own Alexa Grimley, who recently was awarded AllState. We are truly grateful for the support of the entire Kings Park community, from you, the board, and all the way up to the parent buying our annual ornament. Although this coming school year will be different from prior years, we look forward to doing what we can for the music department and its students. Be on the lookout for our holiday raffle baskets coming out after Thanksgiving. Many thanks to all of you for allowing me this opportunity to speak about this amazing group.
Thank you, Mrs. Riley. We appreciate all your support of the music program. I know I'm so grateful for your support this past summer. We were able to pull off socially distanced band camp, and we were one of the very few districts that were able to pull that off. So we appreciate your continued support and your leadership in this super important area. Also joining us tonight, and actually she's on our screen right next to Mrs. Riley, is Tracy O'Leary from the Kings Park Athletic Boosters Association.
Hi, thank you so much for having us on tonight. The Kings Park Athletic Boosters Association is a volunteer organization that seeks to support all of our middle school and high school teams and athletes. We meet the first Monday of every month at 6 o'clock. All of our meetings since March have been via Zoom, and we will be continuing that for the near future, or maybe the far future also. The Kings Park Athletic Boosters Association relies on fundraising and donations to be able to provide for our teams and athletes. In the past few years, we have donated outdoor speakers that are on the main field that can be used, that are used by the football and lacrosse teams. They have been used for a senior countdown and for graduation this year. So they're used for our entire school community, not just the athletes. We also have donated the Pixelot cameras that allow for live streaming. We haven't had sports this year, but we were able to live stream the graduations. So even though we couldn't have people in person, they could be watched live. So that was actually a very timely donation that worked out well for us. We generally run the summer camps. They didn't run this year. That has been one of our biggest fundraisers, so we did not have that. So we are asking if you can just join the Athletic Boosters. It's a $10 donation, and that would help support us so that we can keep supporting our teams. Our last fundraiser, sorry, I forgot. I almost forgot. Our biggest fundraiser this year, we are selling these beautiful KP Pride masks. We have them in stock. They are at the athletic office in the high school. They are $12 each or 2 for $20. This is probably going to be our main fundraiser for the year because it doesn't look like we're going to be holding any events unless something changes in the spring. If you have a student in the high school, they can just go down to the athletic office to get them. If not, reach out to us on our Facebook page or our email, kingsparkathleticboosters@gmail.com, and we can get them to you. We will deliver. So thank you for the time.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Leary. We appreciate all your support. Those Pixelot cameras really came in handy for graduation, and if, especially if we can't have fans in the stands later this year, they'll be super helpful then as well. We really appreciate all your support. Thank you. And last but not least, from Kings Park in the Know, we have Kim Revere.
Here, okay, you can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. I don't do this. So, okay. Basically, I'm here for Kings Park in the Know. Those of you who don't know our organization, the purpose of our coalition is to serve the community of Kings Park as a public information resource against the sale, use, and proliferation of illegal drugs that are targeted to our youth. We also work to prevent substance abuse and illegal activity by raising awareness in our community. Our goal is to empower families so that they have the tools to raise healthy, drug-free children. And how we do that, we are not professionals, but we work with all the professionals. Kings Park in the Know has been in existence since 2007, and it's basically worked in conjunction with the school district and building relationships with the community and building relationships with our elected officials in order to advocate for legislation, building relationships with the police department, and of course the substance abuse and addiction community and professionals in that, so that we can always facilitate services. As far as we get a lot of telephone calls about people who are in need of counseling or rehabilitation services, and we have a myriad of resources that we use, and we're very happy to direct people in the right direction. We have also provided funding for programs in the schools, such as the Too Good for Drugs program. The last 2 years, we haven't had to pay for that, but we have in the past, and we will in the future. We have brought other speakers to the school district. Dr. Dewey was always a big one. Linda Ventura, along with Kim Lauby. That was a wonderful presentation that we brought to the school district, to the parents. And but lately, we've been working in, not this year, obviously, but bringing assemblies to the children directly during in the auditoriums. So, and that's not only in the high school, but also in the middle school. We had Dr. Dewey. So basically that's what we do. And I personally have a really important message for parents, because during this whole COVID situation, mental health is more important than ever. Overdoses are up exponentially. I actually am waiting for an email from the medical examiner's office to compare some numbers and see what's been going on the last 6 months as far as overdoses. So I'll definitely bring that. I'll share that information if, anybody would like that. But we all have to, a lot of day drinking going on, a lot of things going on in every community. And we just have to remember that as parents, we're role models and we have to keep it together for the kids. I think Kings Park is a great community. My adult friends, and I don't have any kids at home, and we were painting kindness rocks and walking in the Kings Park Psychiatric Center and at the Bluff and planting rocks and seeing rocks. And I think our community is great because we do come together, and we have to be really, really strong because the last time COVID hit, it was the spring. The weather was beautiful. We're going into a really dark winter, and we need each other now more than ever. So we can be found on Facebook, and if anybody ever needs any Narcan, we will train in Narcan, you can call me personally, 631-327-9245, or send me a message on Facebook, and we're here to help. And that's basically what we do.
Mr. Nelly, comment?
Sure.
Yeah, Mrs. Revere, on a personal note, thank you for doing God's work these many years. And I mean that. Especially in these trying times, because the numbers are increasing with substance abuse. So thank you for everything you do for everybody, not just the students in Kings Park.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Kim, your organization is wonderful. You do great things, and you have definitely, I know that you've been running this program for a while. I want to thank everyone who came out tonight to speak about your organizations. We really appreciate everything you do for our district and for our community. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to facilities update. Mr. Craig.
Okay, good evening to the Board of Education. I just have to take a moment to share my screen. Okay, so as we do every year, I just want to take a moment to give the board a facilities update, which the work we just completed this past summer. So just to start some background for those who may not know, I know the board's very familiar, but this process started back in 2015 with the building condition survey performed by H2M. At that point, we then created a facilities committee comprised of both staff members and community members, really finalizing the scope of work in Kings Park. And then in December, the bond was voted by the community for $41.4 million. And we commenced work that summer in 2016. We've been using Park East as our construction manager, so that they're the on-site construction manager who monitors all the work, and we do all our design with H2M, the architectural firm. So now that we're in 2020, we're 4 years down the road for our work here in Kings Park. So as we do every year, we like to just give an update on the work that was completed. So this past summer at Kings Park High School, we did corridor ceilings. At William T. Rogers, we did a much needed window replacement. In addition, corridor ceilings. At Fort Salonga, we did ceilings and electrical distribution upgrades. And the bulk of the work was at RJO Intermediate this past summer, where we did ceilings, roof replacement, a locker replacement, and bathroom renovations as well. So as we do every year, just some before and after photos for those who have not been out to the buildings. So here are some photos of the bathrooms prior to the work being completed at RJO. As you can see, a much needed improvement. And here are our bathrooms after for both staff and students. So much nicer for our students there at RJO with these completed renovations. The other big project at RJO was the roof at RJO. This was a fairly complex job. As you may know, the old roof, which was in need of replacement, is a slate roof. So that is both an expensive material and also expensive to do a replacement as well. So we worked with H2M to find a new material to use. So we ended up using a composite material, which is a much lighter. It'll last much longer. It won't fade. But RJO being a historical building, we needed to get approval from the State Historic Preservation Office, which we did. And we worked really hard with the Heritage Museum to really match the existing slate with the new composite material. So here is the work as it was being completed towards the end of the summer. So you can see it came out really nicely. It looks very much like the old slate, but a much lighter composite material that should last a very long time. So that project was actually just completed last week at RJO. Here's a picture of the old lockers at RJO, and here are the new clean maroon lockers, which came out great. Just a look at Fort Salonga, some of the corridor ceilings that were done. So new ceiling tiles, new lights, the hallways look much brighter and cleaner. Moving over to William T. Rogers, we were in great need of new windows at William T. Rogers, both for heating at that building. On a cold day, you'd feel the wind in the classroom, so we much needed that work. So as we did that work, in addition to increasing our heating, we looked for a new look to get, as you can see, a white window frame and the maroon slates, which came out really nice. So in addition to improving our heating, the aesthetic of the building looks really great with this new look at William T. Rogers. Also corridor ceilings at William T. Rogers, that they were completely done in all the hallways. On the left, you see a picture of some of the old corridor ceilings, and now the new ones. Once again, very bright, clean looking, really has the building looking great. We did corridor ceilings at the high school as well. To the left are the old ceilings, and to the right are the new ones. And you really, if you're actually in the buildings, you really can see the brightness and how nicely these corridors came out. So just briefly, as we also do, that was the work that was completed this past summer. And this is also a brief financial update for both the board and community. So this has for each school, it's the work that's been completed. The 4 columns are the work that was done. Then we have the total bond budget, which is the